If I said, how many of you own this? How many would raise their hands? I got this thing day one. I went down to my local store. They were holding a little... They were actually managing to control the crowd. There were people lining up about 20 minutes before it opened, and I joined the ranking and got myself a Switch. They actually gave me a piece of paper that guaranteed me one. They had 100 in stock, and there was about 20 people there, including me, so it wasn't too much of a stress. But naturally, when it comes to a Switch like this, or just any console for that matter, you need some way to carry this thing around. So, here I was, assuming that the Switch 2 was going to be roughly the same size as the Switch 1. Not true. This is the case I have for my Switch 1. And it's too small for the Switch 2. That's my bad. But why don't we actually take a look at this thing, see how well it's held up in the past. So in there we have the original Switch, which it's held in by these straps. There's supposed to be another one on this side. It's missing, but it still works perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, I think it actually works better considering I don't have to almost break it off in order to get the Switch out of the thing. And obviously this thing has seen some better days. It's made by a company called Surge, which actually made a wireless Pro Controller for the Switch. Hang on, I'm gonna go see if I can grab one real quick. And here it is. This is the Surge Wireless Pro Controller for Nintendo Switch. Yes, that is the actual name. This thing it's actually not that bad. It's got a nice feel to it. It's lightweight. It's lighter than the official Pro Controller, but it's not cheap either. Like, it actually has some good weight to it. It's got gyro, vibration, and it also has these 4 little bumpers on the backs. And I somehow managed to map, I think, this one to just a random series of buttons when I was playing Breath of the Wild one day. So, yeah, that's handy. Just click that and suddenly I just go all over the place and don't have a damn way to control myself. It even happens when I play using this on my PC. But, yeah, we have the Switch itself. Obviously, it's, a lot smaller than its younger brother, but, this bad boy, yeah, it's quite a bit bigger. And also, I have 2 extra Joy-Cons for it. I do have another set of Joy-Cons. It's right over there. Yeah, my room is a mess. But, all in all, this thing, it got the job done. It could hold up to 8 games. There was space for the Joy-Con straps. It worked well enough. But when I realized that the Switch 2 was too big for it, I had to find myself one that could actually fit this thing. So this arrived this afternoon. This is another Switch carrying case. This one made specifically for the Nintendo Switch 2 by a company that, I don't know if you can focus on that, hang on. Focus, please. Okay, how do you get this damn thing to focus? If you can't really read that, that says O-R-Z-L-I. Z-L-Y. What did they say? I? So opening this thing up, you can obviously see that it's quite a bit beefier, and they definitely took advantage of that storage space, because this thing not only has enough space to carry an entire-ass Nintendo Switch console, Nintendo Switch 2, but also 20 games. Now, something I kind of like here is that it's a 7x3 grid, so you would assume that it'd be 21 games, but nope, because this slot right here is stitched up, so you can't put a game in there, and that's where the Velcro goes in over the Switch itself. I just find that really hilarious. And there's the logo right there. We got ourselves a really nice practical location for the Joy-Con straps. Very nice. Now, I did wonder if I could, like, try putting a Joy-Con grip or a Pro Controller into this thing. Sadly, it doesn't fit, and I actually can prove that right now. I have myself the Joy-Con 2 grip. Slip that in there. And obviously, it kind of sticks out a bit. I think if I remove, like, the straps, then it'd sit flush, but try and close it, then it doesn't close. So that kind of sucks. But all in all, I think I'm happy with this thing. I think I got it off Amazon for like $30. I saw the actual Switch 2 carrying case that was officially made by Nintendo. That was like, what was it, $60 or something? I don't actually remember what the price was, but this was actually a fair bit cheaper, and it's definitely more durable. And it's definitely got a little more bells and whistles compared to the official model. I mean, look at this. It even has a handle. That's actually really cool. The original Switch case that I have didn't do that. So I definitely recommend this thing. Now, obviously, I'm going to need something else to carry the, like, the dock and the cords and the Pro Controller and stuff like that. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I think there's actually something that's going to arrive tomorrow, so maybe I'll make a video on that when it arrives.